friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Poonam for new people who are watching this video, and my today's video is dedicated to those people who have applied their PR for Canada but their points are less. They haven't received their ITA. ITA is invitation to apply. They haven't received their ITA and now they are thinking that let's go to Canada as international student because anyway after student I will get my PR. No, it's not like that. You need to make the strategy and I'm going to discuss all that in this video to help you. And if you will like it, please like, subscribe and share this video. I need your support. Thank you so much. Let's start. Okay. So guys, now you're in that situation that you applied for PR, haven't received your IT, and now you are in that dilemma. Should you wait more for PR or should you go to Canada as an international student? This is a very good idea, very good decision if you wanna come to Canada as international student. I also came as a student to Canada and now I have, thank God, my permanent residence. So it is very well possible to get permanent residency after your student or work permit, but how to plan for this? So think about few points before you take that decision to come to Canada. Number one, when you think you want to come to Canada as a student, think what is your interest. What is your interest, in what field you want to study? Because guys, come on, you are paying lots of money. You are going to pay in Canadian dollar. I know from India it is approximately right now 53 or 52 rupees. And from Pakistan, Bangladesh, it is even higher conversion. So you are investing lots of money. Think about your interest. In which field you have interest. Say you want to do MBA or you want to do in IT or you want to do in HR. So think about your interest. What course you want to do. Sometimes it is related to our previous studies or experience. Sometimes it is not. So think about your interest first. Then second point comes is your previous experience. If your interest is related to your previous experience or previous studies, great, you have no hindrances. You just need to continue your studies. But sometimes it's different. So we'll make another video for that if you need. But right now we're talking if you want to do a degree or diploma. Oh yes, that's again a question that you want to do a diploma or degree. I already made a video. Link is here. You can go and check that video that you want to do diploma or degree. Okay. So now we were talking that you have your interest in a particular area and your previous experience is also related to that area only. For example, I was having 7 years of experience. So if I want to do studies in that experience only, that will be easier for me to get admission in that because there is a link. So same way, say you have some experience of 5, 6 or 3 years in some field and you want to do that course in that study. Cool, go ahead. But again, sometimes which I feel the experience you have, the previous experience you have, you do not find exactly same job in this country. Why? Because here everything is regulated. It's not like back home that that you can give advice for anything. You can be a counselor, you can be an electrician, or you can be team leader for without any diploma. No, here in Canada every profession requires a license. So for example, you want to do in banking, you need a license for that. You want to work in a electricity or as an electrician, you need a license. So it may happen the previous experience you have, you will not find the exact job in Canada related or exact course related to that experience in Canada. Then find something nearby. For example, if you are a education counselor in India, So you will not find a job or any course related to education counselor in India. You will not find a course related to education counselor in Canada, but you can find a related course. So related job you will also find in Canada, because to become an education consultant or counselor over here, you need to do a proper degree and all that. So think about the nearby area. For example, you are a doctor over there, then you, to become a doctor over here, you need to pass so many courses, you need to pass so many tests. So find a nearby area that in what field you can work, or you should choose your studies. I hope you're getting my point, what I'm trying to say. And after this, guys, now you need to think about the opportunity cost. Like when you will be a student, definitely you are not working, and if you are a person who is the main earning person in your house, you may have a home loan, right? You may have a car loan. Then how you are going to pay that installment for your home, because your loved one are living there, right? So keep home loan installment in that budget, keep your car loan payment in that budget, or whatever kind of expenses you have. You need to compare those expenses with your opportunity cost. Okay, after deciding these points, your interest and your previous experience and your opportunity cost, now the fourth things comes, your budget. Of course, money is not everything, but definitely money is very important factor when you come to Canada as an international student. You need to think about your budget, your own budget, how much you wanna spend or how much you can afford to spend, right? It's Canada. It's, you have to pay the money in dollars, so your budget is gonna be somewhere around from at least 20 to 30 lakh. This is how much a degree costs. I'm giving just a rough estimate. We'll make another video for that, but this is gonna be your budget. How much is your budget? How much money you have in your pocket? And if you're gonna to take education loan from your bank, then you need to think about the banks also, and how much you can get as a loan. Then when you will get, say you get a loan for example, you get an education loan from any big five, not big five, we have many many banks in India. Say you get 20 lakh rupees loan from SBI, for example. Then how much will be the payment of interest of that loan when you will come to Canada? Because definitely you don't need to pay the loan back, but the interest you have to pay during your studies too. So you need to keep at least 6 months backup for the payment. I wish that you get your part-time job just after arriving in Canada, but say in worst case scenario, jobs are not available as per this situation, COVID-19. It will be really hard to find a job. So for example, you will not find a job for a few months, then you should have a backup to pay your interest and your living expenses. So please include everything in your budget, not just your tuition fee, not just your accommodation cost, your loan payment, your home loan payment which you were having back home, or plan all these things in your budget. This is the biggest mistake which people do when they are coming here. They just think budget is your tuition fee. No, no, brother, no. Just not the tuition fee, not the budget. There are other factors. Think about that, please. Okay. So now you have decided everything, you have decided your budget and everything. Now the times comes to school, choose school. Which school you wanna come? You wanna come for diploma, which I already told you I have a link for that. So think about diploma and degree. Now say you want to do a degree, for example. Now you have schools. Which schools you wanna come here? Most of for example, if you wanna come for master's degree after your bachelor's degree, so here in schools in Canada, most of the schools ask for 4 years bachelor's degree. They have what we call schooling system for 16-year education. So 12 plus 4, they want 16-year education. And I believe in back home, India, Pakistan or Bangladesh or other Asian countries, as per my knowledge, we have 15-year education, like 12-year 12th plus like 2 plus, and then 3 years of bachelor's degree. So think about your schools, which school is accepting 15-year education and which school is accepting 16-year education. So you need to think about that also. Sometimes they need something extra. If some schools accept you for 16-year and you have 15-year, they will ask some extra thing. So think about that also. And yes, one of the main criteria to enter schools in Canada is English language test, because English is not our native language. Basically, like I'm from India, I'm from Delhi. So in Delhi, our native language is Hindi. So my native language is Hindi. So my native language is not English. So we have to give English language test. Generally, students write IELTS. That's an English test which is world famous, and you can write that. And please prepare for that. Until and unless your English is very, very good. My English is not that great, so I prepared for English and I prepared for IELTS, and then I wrote that exam. Same thing I suggest you, if your English is average, please prepare for IELTS, because that will give you upper hand to apply good colleges. Some schools, for example, you want to apply MBA, some schools wants 7 band in all the 4 bands of IELTS: English, reading, writing, listening and speaking. All 4 bands they want 7. Some want 6.5, some want 7.5. So it depends that in which school you are applying. Please prepare for IELTS. I understand we speak English in our daily office work or in our home as well sometimes. So maybe your speaking, reading and listening may be good, but when it comes to writing, it really needs practice. So please prepare for that. And after choosing your school, please think about the course also. Which school you need to choose and what course you need to choose, that depends on all those factors. Please think about that. And if you will need any help of mine in choosing anything, okay, please feel free to contact me. Please comment me. And one last thing I want to mention here: if you're married, you want to come with your dependents, or you want to bring your dependents, or you want to invite them when you are already in Canada and you want to invite them, yes, there are options. I already made a video for that. I will put in the link in this video. If you are from India, I know from India, Pakistan and I believe from Bangladesh as well, if you come as an international student, your spouse can come on open work permit. He or she can work full time. So that will be an extra support for you. I made a whole video on that. So please do not take it as a negative point that you are married and you are going to as a student and how all those things will happen. No, take it as your strength, because your wife or your husband can work full time and they can support you. Even if you're having a kid, I'm also having a kid, you can bring your kids. Their education is free over here. There are so many benefits. Feel free to contact me, because I have been through all that. I faced that by myself. And why I'm able to give you all that advice, because in India I worked for 7 years in overseas education consultancies. So I have professional knowledge of the colleges and all that, and I have practical knowledge of being in Canada as an international student and getting a PR. So I've been through all that. I hope I will be able to help you. That's all, guys. Thank you so much for your love and time. Bye bye. Take care.